So what's up, everybody? So just made a video on how to replace the stupid tag lights on this on my Yukon. It's a hassle, not really worth all the struggle. I don't know why people over engineer shit, but anyways, probably because they're the ones that don't have to replace it, so that's why they don't care. But anyway, I'm sure a lot noticed that I have a spare tire on the Yukon and I have these nice 24s. Well, that's because the 24 that was on this side has a hole in it. And what happened was, when I lowered this, I obviously lowered it and went and drove around. And I live where there's train tracks, which for those that watch my videos on a regular know that, because there's constantly a train in every video. And there was 2 on the tracks, and they covered up two or three exits that I couldn't use, so I had to go down even further. I drove around and got back close to my town, and I heard something bang under the vehicle, and I knew nothing fell off, so that wasn't really the concern. But I wasn't sure what the issue was, so I just kept going. And no check engine lights came on. There's not the wheel passing me on the highway, nothing like that. So I kept going, and then when I started to slow down, I could hear a ticking sound. It's like a tick, 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 tick. And in the Colorado I had a nail in the tire on it, so I knew what the sound was and I knew what it was. Well, whatever I hit was also extremely fucking long. It had to be at least this long. It was taller than the actual side profile of the tires I have. So it hit the wheel and apparently went in crooked. So I couldn't pull it out because I don't have the right shit here. All my good stuff is at work. And I accidentally pushed whatever it is I ran over in the tire. No big deal, not a problem. So then I plugged the hole that I saw. It was plugged, it was good. I sprayed it with soap, washed it, didn't leak, aired it back up. We're good to go. Drove around on it a little bit and came back and then let it sit. And I noticed after a little while the tire was starting to go down. I was like, well, what the hell? I figured, okay, maybe my what's it called is flat, or maybe the plug is bad. Well, the plug was not bad, because as I said, I sprayed it and I got underneath the vehicle when it was on the ground still, or I jacked it up a little bit so I could actually get underneath it and look around the tire. And I heard air, so I started feeling and I started spraying, and on the inside bead there's a hole where the tire and the wheel meet. So that tells me that whatever I actually hit went in sideways and damaged the bead to where it won't hold air anymore. So that's another reason why it's taken me this long, because I put this lowering kit on a week ago. So that's the reason why y'all haven't seen the Yukon, or it took me a long time to make the video about it. So that's why I have the spare, because I'm taking the tire tomorrow to get it hopefully replaced and make sure that the wheel is okay. And if the wheel is not okay, I'm going to get really pissed. But I am going to call the place I got the wheels from, see if there's a warranty or anything like that on these tires, because the tires are literally brand new. They haven't been on but maybe a week or two. So I want to find out, what I have as far as that. But that's why I have the spare. So I'm also, like I said in the previous video, while I got the Yukon up in the air like I do, I'm going to clean all this stuff, make it look nice and pretty. There's a bee that won't leave me the hell alone. And then I'm going to take the compressor and all that stuff off, because I don't need it. The shocks on the Yukon, you can see, have holes in them on both sides. And I don't load stuff on this. I don't haul stuff. I don't tow anything. So I don't really need those. So we're going to get rid of them. And yeah, so the shocks will be gone eventually, but the compressor I'll probably put on Facebook Marketplace or something, because I'm sure somebody will either need it or want it, or both. So it's worth something to somebody, and I'm not going to need it. And if it just sits for too long, I'll just toss it in the trash, because I don't need it. So, but I ain't going to just give it away either. So, but yeah. So it gives me another chance to come up under here again and spray everything, let it sit and soak, and then spray everything again, and then pressure wash it, make it look nice and clean. And then I'm going to remove my spare tire carrier, because my spare tire is probably not going to get put back underneath here. I had it in the building behind the house. I'm actually looking at the tire now, looking to see if it's dry rotted, and it ain't bad. It ain't terrible. I drove on it to work last night, but I'm only going to have it on for a day or two. I might just go get it replaced with a new tire just so that way I have a spare that I know is good, because this tire is old. So anyway, hope that helps and y'all can understand why I don't have the 24 on here. It's in the garage, but the wheel is fine. It's not damaged in any way. It's not bent, so that's a good thing. But the tire, most unfortunately, is probably no good. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. Hope this helps, or I wouldn't say helps, but I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you later.